Hello everyone, Scottish Lad here and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. Today's video I'm going to be reviewing a set of the Harrows Fire Inferno. As you can see, I've got a picture here. You'll see it better when we get to the close-up section. We've got all the dimensions on screen here from 21 all the way through to 26. It is a great weight range for these darts as well. Harrows always provide a great weight range for all their darts. I'm going to be reviewing the 24 gram, which are 50mm by 7.60mm, so quite a chunky dart if you think about it. The grip on them is phenomenal, and these are injection moulded, which I'll explain when we get to the close-up section as well. Injection moulded with that very aggressive grip on them. Grip level on a scale of 1 to 5 for me is definitely a level 4.5, maybe even pushing a 5 depending on where you grip, but I'll get into that when we get into the close-ups. They're £66.95 for most good retailers. Personally, I'd use Premier Darts. You're spending more than 50 quid and you're getting your free first class delivery anyway, so they're usually there the next day. So I'll leave a link to them in the description and the pinned comment to a few places you can get them, but as I say, I recommend Premier Darts to get them. But without further ado folks, let's crack on with the review. Here we go folks, we've got a nice close-up look to the mean, nasty looking Harrows Fire Inferno in 24 gram, also available in 21, 22, 23, 25 and 26 gram steel tip. Now I'm going to put two to the back and I'll show you the dart up close here. As you can see, they come supplied with a standard 26mm point, which leads us on to the reverse ringed cut, as they call it, and the bilateral milling. Now the bilateral millings, as you can see where the red paint is, and that paint is easily removed, which will add even more grip to an already very aggressively gripped dart. Now on a scale of 1 to 5, the grip level for me is between a 4.5 and a 5 out of 5. The only reason I say 4.5 is because I'm gripping right at this section here where the Harrows logos is at the back of the dart itself. And unfortunately, it's a wee bit not as grippy as the rest of the dart. But as you can see, the bilateral milling all the way around makes it a very sleek, very stunning and very aggressive looking dart. They come supplied with the Super Grip Ignite stems, as you can see here, in a lovely black and red, also available in other colours. And the Harrows Inferno Fire Inferno flights, again, and come in a variety of colours as well as this black and red, as you can see on here. Now that itself, as I told you, is 50mm long, and that's obviously from there to there, that's 50mm long. And the widest points around about this section where my fingers are is 7.6mm. So this is front weighted, it tapers from rear to the front. And in terms of everything else on this dart, I think it's just a truly stunning, remarkable looking dart. The machining and quality goes into them is absolutely outstanding. Now these are injection moulded, which I find is very strange. It's not something I've ever actually heard of, but you see it quite a lot with Harrows darts these days. And things I'd change on this is I'd certainly change the length of the point to something a wee bit longer, make the stems a wee bit shorter, and I'd go up to a bigger flight. But I'm going to bring these other two back and you can see them again up close. But as you can see, all together all set up, they look like a mean gnarly dart in my opinion. But I've gave you all the necessary information on the Harrows Fire Inferno, so let's get them over to the board and we'll see how I got on with them. Well then folks, we're in the throwing section for the Harrows Fire Inferno, and as you can see, at this side I have the stock setup, and at this side I have the K-Flex, which obviously I've been using as my personal go-to setup at the moment. So just to give you an insight of what I think of both. The stock setup, the stems are a wee bit too long for me, which is unfortunate. The flight is a number 6, so it's the exact same as the K-Flex, but in terms of the way they throw, they're front weighted, so they do tend to dip just before they enter the board, as you obviously know from a front loaded dart. The grip on them is absolutely phenomenal. Finger rippers is what I've heard some people call them. Definitely level 4.5 grip. Obviously I throw right at the back at the smooth band where the Harrows logo is, like you've seen in the close-up. So in that section, even then I'm still touching the majority of the dart anyway, so it's a level 4.5, but if you throw anywhere else on this dart, it's a level 5 grip, so that is one of the grippiest darts I've ever reviewed. In terms of throwing, they fly nicely through the air. As I say, the release can be a bit finicky, especially if you don't like an aggressively gripped dart, because they do tend to stick to your fingers. I was alright because it's obviously my release comes straight from the back of the dart, so it was slightly not as grippy. So other than that, yeah, if you know what I mean. But the darts themselves need a longer point as well. I think I need the longer point to kind of stabilise it a little bit, because the 26mm point that comes with just aren't suitable for me personally. But let me know what you think of them, if you've had them or if you've thrown them. Just let me know in the comment section. But with that, folks, I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you when we get wrapped up. There we have it, folks. That was my review of the Harrows Fire Inferno. A very, very aggressive dart in terms of the grip. The length and width are not too bad as well. The width for the 24mm, they're a wee bit chunky for the way I throw and how my darts. Actually, I like a kind of slim dart. So a millimetre or so too wide for me, unfortunately. The grip was on par with anything I've ever threw. I personally really enjoyed throwing the grip on them. Now, if I could get that grip incorporated into a slimmer dart, they'd be absolutely ideal. $66.95 from all good retailers. As I said at the start, I'd recommend Premier Darts for that. But if you want any more information on them, let me know. I can give you some from a stock throwing standpoint as well. Obviously, they taper down to the front, so these are slightly front weighted as well. Now, the price is going to put a lot of people off, but they're definitely worth it from most retailers at that price as well, especially if you like a truly aggressive dart. Now, the red you can see on the picture can be removed as well, and that just adds more silver to the dart rather than the red. So the red's just paint, easy enough to remove. And the stem and flight combo, obviously if you want to change that, it's so easy to do as well. Personally, the black and red really goes with the theme of the dart, the Fire Inferno. But I've gave you all that, what I thought of them, obviously throughout the video. I've gave you the throwing section, obviously let you know what I think of them as well. But let me know what you think of them in the comments section. While you're down there, don't forget to leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and check out the membership tab if you want to become a member. You can be entered into free monthly giveaways. It supports me massively, and it's only $3.99 a month, so it's less than a pint these days for becoming a member and getting entered into these free giveaways, where it's obviously, for these example, these could be March's giveaway, because this month's giveaway will be the gold bow greaves I've recently reviewed. But thanks everybody for taking time to watch this video, no matter where you are in the world. It was really, really appreciated. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.